Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner here at Upon Further Review. I am the coach Shannon Griffith, and today we're going to take a look at Snider, senior offensive lineman Ethan Dodson, the 6'4", 275-pound commit to the Air Force Academy. We're going to take a look at Ethan and try to pick out some things that probably got Ethan the nomination as well as the opportunity to go to the Naval Academy. But prior to doing that, just a couple quick things here. August the 18th is right around the corner, and you can bet that 1380 The Fan, 100.9 FM, we're gearing up for that date. Remember, 7 hours of coverage starts from 4 to 6 with Brett Rump and the Sports Rush. Then at 6 o'clock, the pregame show on site of our game of the week. Jim Shevlin, Eric Dukevich, and myself will break down the game of the week as well as other games within the Summit Athletic Conference on that Friday night and other games going on in Northeast Indiana. Afterwards, join Brett at the Pizza Hut, to be announced, on each and every Friday, where we will do the post-game show, come out, enjoy some pizza, as well as interact with Brett as he enjoys having people in the audience there at the Pizza Hut. He'll have coaches' interviews as well as scores of all the Summit Athletic Conference games and scores from Northeast Indiana. But also remember that upon further review, we will give you a date here shortly on our season preview prior to the August 18th games. My co-host, Eric Dukevich, and myself will go through the Summit Athletic Conference teams and a few of the area teams as we look towards the 2023 season. And after that, of course, we're going to be on each and every week on all platforms: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it, we're on it. Upon further review, we will recap the 1380 game of the week as well as preview the next Friday's slate of games in the Summit Athletic Conference. We'll have coaches interviews, some player interviews here and then. We'll also get into a little bit of recruiting as we go through the year. But join us here each and every week upon further review. We'll give you a date for that season preview to coming up here shortly, and then everything kicks off on the 18th. I can't believe that the 31st, in a couple weeks, they're going to start padded practices and get things rocking and rolling. So time's a flying, and we've got to get ourselves ready. Nothing better than to start looking at offensive lineman. This young man from Snider High School, Ethan Dodson, like I said, is an Air Force commit. And Ethan, big body kid, 6'4", 275 pounds. I remember him last year. He was a force to be reckoned with. We're going to look at some of his video here and see Ethan in action. But you can bet that he's going to be a taught offensive lineman. Coach Russ Isaacs and the crew there do a great job. Here's a good example of a good first step and punch. You got the bow in the back. You got the head kind of bowed in there as well, delivering the punch, and then he's going to expand the running lane for the running back. And one of the things that you'll see from Ethan is his tremendous second effort down the field blocking, whether it's locking onto on a defender. Now, here's a drone footage. Love it. Here's a couple of tips for you offensive and defensive linemen, moms and dads out there. If you're an offense or defensive lineman, this is the tape that coaches will evaluate you off of, the end zone tape. That's not to say the sideline tape's not important, but end zone footage is the best for the evaluation of offensive linemen. Defensive linemen, Snider here is going to run the outside zone here to the right. We're going to take a look at Ethan. He's going to do a good job of sealing here first and then climbing to this backer, and look at the block he gets on this kid here as we let the tape roll here on this particular play. There he goes up, gets to the next level. Great cut. That's a good 20-yard gain right there for the Panthers. Again, he does a great job on his down blocks by collapsing that hole or the defender and not allowing him to penetrate into the backfield. Here's a play, just a good inside zone play. Him and the tight end doing a little bit of a tag work, just fanning out. Uh, Again, here's one of their plays. He's at the left tackle. Snider will flip their defenders, or I'm sorry, their offensive linemen. But we're going to see one of the Snyder's favorite plays. I call it the blast play. You're going to get the fullback isolating on him, as well as the tight end stepping up. Again, the tackle here is just blocking out. But what I like what he does here, as soon as he starts feeling that defender coming off, you can see him really pick up his feet and move them. All right, here's the tackle wrap play. Again, good diagram here. We got a double team between him and the guard. He's going to eventually work up here since that guy goes away. This is a perfect play call at the right time. We got the tackle wrapping around here looking for daylight. First off colored jersey he sees, he's going to block, and then we'll let her roll. And you can see there what this running back is looking for, and he's going to make the cut back into the A gap right there. Great cut. And what Ethan does a great job of right here is how he stays in step with that defensive lineman. 3-step drop here. Here's what I like the best. He doesn't set. Okay, 3 steps, an aggressive drop. He does a good job of getting his anchor step set, foot in the ground, and then I like the fact that he goes and attacks the defensive lineman. Now, like to see him get those hands down, but he doesn't waste any time in allowing the defender to get into him on a 3-step quick game. He wants to get in there and smack it, that defensive end as soon as possible. Again, kind of a 3-step passing game, trying to be aggressive, setting hard to the inside, does a good job of moving his feet, as all of Snyder's offensive linemen do. Here's another zone play. Again, does a good job of sealing to the inside and then climbing to that next level, getting to his assigned man, and then letting the back make people miss. Again, tackle wrap. We've seen this one before. Again, good job of stepping to the inside to seal that gap, because here's the reason why that's important. And this is why offensive linemen are some of the best players around, because they have to think on their feet. He's responsible for this linebacker if that backer would come. So that's why he is stepping down into that hole and making sure that backer's not coming, and does a great job of recognizing that and moving his feet as quick as he can into the hole. This is going to be a power play. We're going to see a double team by these two, and they're going to work backside. This fullback is going to work to first man outside. The guard's pulling for first off-color jersey, which is going to be that linebacker. And we're going to let it run here, and I'll show you where this play should have hit. But this guy here doesn't square up the defender, because this is where the play should hit. But Ethan does a great job. These guys do a great job of sealing that off. The running back does score on this play, gets through there. Again, sustained blocks by all the players in that one. I'm going to fast forward here to some things that we get with some of these end zone looks, because you get here's a good look at a double team. This is well done by Snider between Ethan and the right guard. Just a great tandem block. You can see Ethan and his technique, steps with that left foot, gets into the defender right in the mid part of the chest, and they push to that next level. That's textbook double team right there. That's a textbook double team. So you can see me in my understanding as to why Air Force was really excited to get him, because for a guy that's 6'4", 275, he moves awful well, and his aggressiveness at the point of attack is something that is hard to teach. I mean, you either have it or you don't as an offensive lineman. But he does such a great job at that position, and he's well coached, as you can see from the video. And what makes Ethan a special player for the Snider Panthers is his technique, and I can see why Air Force took his commitment and went through the process of getting his nominations to the academy. Want to thank you for joining me again here on the Coach's Corner at Upon Further Review. Tune in next time as we will look at Carroll linebacker Justin Anderson, who just picked up an offer from Western Michigan. Even though it's late, Western Michigan put one on him. I'm kind of glad they did, because I thought this kid last year, watching him play, I thought he was kind of a no-brainer pick at the D1 level, in my opinion. But I'll break him down for that. But so stay tuned for that. Again, thanks again for joining me here at Upon Further Review and the Coach's Corner. I am the coach, Shannon Griffith. We'll see you next time.